And in the book, we learn that they had horses that they would fatten up only to be sent away to be killed, but that they also had sheep, which they would also slaughter. In the movie, they get rid of the horse aspect of the ranch, but in both, she wakes up in the early morning hours and she hears the lambs screaming because they are being slaughtered. And in the book, she then gets on one of the old horses, which was going to end up being killed, and she runs away on the horse. However, she ultimately ends up being caught. Whereas in the movie, they changed this, and I think they changed it for the better because, again, the horses aren't part of the story. And instead, she wakes up and she hears the lambs. And so she goes out there and she tries to release them. However, the lambs, when she opens the pen, they just stand there and don't move. And so then she picks one of them up and she tries to run away with it, but she says how she only got a couple miles because it was so cold, but also because the lamb just got too heavy. And I love the symbolism of this, where the lamb, it's this, she's trying to save it, and yet the burden is just too much for her to bear. And she tells Lecter that she still wakes up and hears the screaming of the lambs, and Lecter wonders, like, if she saves this latest woman Bill has kidnapped, if that will silence the lambs for her. And so the screaming lambs representing these innocent victims, and Starling, she just wants to save all of them. And in the very end of the book, Starling is on a trip with this guy she met, and we read, she sleeps deeply, sweetly in the silence of the lambs, which is just it's the final line of the book, and it's just so perfect. And this title is so catching, right? It's just an incredible title, and the meaning behind it, and it was beautiful.